Atlanta at Atlanta Motor Speedway is the location for round number 4 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are here today for 50 laps of action in the running of the Motorcraft 500, as we're set for great racing here today on this 1.522 mile racetrack. And here's the starting lineup for today's running of the event here. On the pole, it is Charles Sanford, his first pole of the season. Car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, qualifying at 195 miles an hour. He'll be alongside car 26, Daniel Voiles in the Quicker State Ford, his best start of the season so far. Second row has car number 21, Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford, and car number 18, Nathan Ormond, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Going to row number 3 has car number 94, Jessica Shelton, the McDonald's Ford. She's flanked by car number 99, Levi McIntyre. Shelton, of course, acquiring a couple of McDonald's paint schemes this season, too. Of course, the Mac Tonight scheme, she'll be running in all the night races this season, by the way, too, starting with the night race, obviously, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And by the way, Levi has one of our in-car cameras also in today's race. Fourth row has Seth Cohen, number 98, the Haas Automation Chevrolet, and Haas Automation Ford, car number 98. Beside him will be number 11, Benjamin Miles, in the FedEx Freight Toyota. Next row is Alex Miller in 44, the Hot Wheels Chevrolet, and Kyle Matthews, car 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Kyle has our second in-car camera in today's race. Going to row number 6, I should say, has car number 43, Mike Becker, and number 7, alongside number 70, Daniel Bouchard. Next row down has car 17, Jesse Turner, and number 15, Nathan Hudson. Next row down has car number 45, Joshua Osborne, in the Spree prepaid phone card Chevrolet, and number 10, Kat Batson, in a Tide Ford. Next row down is Harrison Ponder in number 33, and number 12, that is Zach Winkle. Then next row down has car number 14, Allison Rain, the HighPoint.com Ford, and number 5, Phil Parker. Next row down has car number 16, that is Gabby Conklin, and 28, Keith Batson. Then it's number 34, James Sykes, and number 22, Dylan Poteet in the Caterpillar Toyota. Next row, Matt McIntyre, who won at Richmond the last race on the tour. He's flanked by car number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Then it's number 2, Dylan Young, who has our third in-car camera, the Miller Lite Ford. And number 29, Zachary Fitzwater in a Hardy Chevrolet. Next row down is Laura Chung in number 01, the U.S. Army Ford, or U.S. Army Chevrolet. And number 42, Trent Dunham in the Texaco Haviland Dodge. Next row down has car number 1, Stephen Colon, the Team Mopar Dodge. And number 20, Rafael Duke, 2-time winner season so far. He won the Daytona 500 and also at Rockingham. Then it's number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and car number 66, Eric Monaco in the Trop Arctic Phillips 66 Toyota. Next row down has car 7, that is JT Bryant, 71, Ryan Butcher. Then it's Cody McGurk in 68, the Country Time Ford, and number 30, Roberto Crown Jr., the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Next row down has Amanda Evans in the Bowitzer Chevrolet, car number 8, and Austin Reed in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And the starting shotgun in the field will be number 48, Caleb Fogler, at the wheel of the Lowe Chevrolet. So we saw a great race in the NNSCRA Mellow Yellow Racing Series, which is the running of the Busch 300 in that race. That race saw a tremendous race and a great finish overall. What we see for the Cup race, maybe you'll see this. Maybe we'll see more of the same today in the Motorcraft 500, which is as we mentioned, a 50-lap race here. This is home to race number 4 of the season of the Cup Series this season, and also home to the season finale, the Napa Auto Parts 500, the 31st and final stop of the season. I mentioned 31 races because we are going to get rid of a couple more tracks. We're going to get rid of Texas this season and also California. Sorry, Robbie Sunoco, because I know California was one of your favorite tracks that I run in the series, and to all those who live in Texas, sorry, but that track's gone too. It's not going to be on the back burner, however, though, because I may use those 2 tracks for some of the other series I may run in the near future. So there you have it with that here. So 31 races this season instead of the usual 32, 33, or 34, however many I've been doing. Gentlemen, start your engine! And the command has been given to fire the engines as we are set for racing here today. Pace car lead the field off of pit road for the pace up, and we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. So pace car leading the field through turns number 3 and 4 right now as we're about to get set for some racing here today. At Atlanta, Charles Sanford, car 24, leads into the green flag. Alongside car 26, Daniel Voiles. A Ford Chevrolet front row. Pace car leads the field off a pit row. That really sweet Dodge Challenger pace car, I will say, too. As the pace car leads them off to number 4. Green flag is about to fly, and we are underway here at Atlanta. The Motorcraft 500 is on. Charles Sanford leads them down. Quentin Moore up to second position. Jessica Shelton trying for third position here. She's now got a couple of McDonald's Fords here. It's the car that she calls the Thunderstang. Sanford leads the first lap of this race here as they go into turn number 1 here. First lap at 175 miles an hour, and they're 3 wide. Daniel Voiles up the high side of the track area. Had problems in the Mellow Yellow Racing Series event yesterday, and he is going to try to vindicate himself from that one here today as he's caught up right now, caught on the high side along with Seth Cole and Quentin Moore. Second lap completed here on board with Levi McIntyre, car number 99, running right now locked in 9th position the last time by. Up ahead is Nathan Orman in the Interstate Barriers Chevrolet, Interstate Barriers Toyota, and the Citgo Ford of Quentin Moore. And it's still Charles Sanford, the leader of this race here today here in Atlanta. And look at the RPMs they're doing. You see the tachometer blinking red. Well, that means they are on the red line just about here. And boy, they are on the red line almost constantly around Atlanta. Because we mentioned before that Atlanta is one of the tracks that's considered an engine builder's nightmare. And you see how many RPMs are turning right here. Look at that. Look at the RPM counter, no lower than about 8,400 around turns 3 and 4, and upwards to about 9,400 into turn number 1. And again, down about maybe 83, 8,400 coming off turn number 2. Tack on their count there, 9,300 RPMs in turn number 3. So now you see what I mean by an engine builder's nightmare. They turn very high RPMs around this racetrack here in Atlanta, and so you worry about engine wear and worse engine failures here. And we've seen some engine failures at Atlanta over the years too. And it's not just Atlanta, there's a track that's like that too. Tracks like Atlanta, Texas, Charlotte, California, Michigan, places like that can be an engine builder's nightmare. As far as constantly turning high RPMs around this racetrack here, as we watch Jessica Shelton get by Charles Sanford, and Jess will take the lead here at Atlanta. Kind of an oddball deal for Shelton as she's switching back and forth between Chevy and Ford because she had a Chevy the first race of the season with the Kana-chan TV car, which she will go back to, of course, sometime. She will switch back and forth between McDonald's and Kana-chan TV there over the races, over the course of the season. But Shelton, of course, running the Ford Thunderstang, I guess you might say, a cross between a Thunderbird and a Mustang. This is a 1997 Bill Elliott paint scheme she's driving in this race here. As we watch now, Mike Becker to second position and Benjamin Miles trying for third spot in the number 11 FedEx Toyota. Shelton's won here in Atlanta before in 2 different series. Here, both not only just in this series there a few seasons back, but she also won in Kyle Matthews' Dr. Pepper Cup series, when she drove the number 20 Texaco Haviland Ford to victory in that race. And I'm trying to think who was the person that finished second in that race. Oh yeah, the guy you're listening to right now finished second in that race. Which I didn't mind that too, by the way. So anyway, Shelton leads the field still here. Is now Benjamin Miles in second position, and now battle between a couple of petty cars for third position here. as Joshua Osborne gets by Mike Becker for third position. Nathan Orman on the inside, as well as Kyle Matthews. And the 14 of Allison Rain, then the Chase Briscoe colors as Becker, Sanford, and Alex Miller, and Seth Cole up in the high side here. Also Gabby Conklin right there behind Allison Rain's car, and the 33 of Harrison Ponder in this mix as well too. They're the 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. One of the drivers campaigning for Rookie of the Year this season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He's a veteran, however, in the not the Mellow Yellow Racing Series, but the Duracell Cup Series that Seth Cole himself runs. So Harrison's got a lot of experience as far as running in the NNSCRA himself, so he knows how to get it done as far as how to race. Speaking of Seth Cole, Seth runs there, goes behind Harrison and starts to give him a push here. Matt McIntyre, who won at Richmond the last race on the tour, he's up to the trying to move his way through the field here, as now Nathan Hudson gets by Daniel Voiles. And also throw Quentin Moore in the mix in the 21 car and the 22 of Dylan Poteet. Poteet with a different paint scheme in the Caterpillar Toyota this season here. A revamped Ward Burton scheme, according to some of the people who did the 2000 throw forward schemes, which is also where Dylan Young's car came from, and also I think a couple of cars came from that set. Levi McIntyre's, I know, did as well too, the 99 car. And also Nathan Orman's number 18 did as well too. That scheme's based on a Bobby Labonte scheme, not Kyle Busch. Heaven forbid if I do put a Kyle Busch car in my series. So anyway, in my Cup Series. Anyway, coming off turn number 2 right now, look at Gabby Conklin, car 16, moving up to the top 5 now in the Family Channel board. As Allison Rain stuck in the middle of the track here between Benjamin Miles and in the 11 and the 33 car of Harrison Ponder. They're 3 wide there. That's for the 4th position. Shelton continues to lead. Nathan Ormond now to 2nd position, and Gabby Conklin at the 3rd spot now. So we are now completed 15 laps. We're about to complete 15 in this race here today. And now Joshua Osborne is stuck in the middle between Miles and Sanford now, the 24 car. Charles again was the pole sitter for the event in car 24. And battle for the lead, because here comes Nathan Orman to the left side. He'll take the lead from Jessica Shelton. And somebody got way up in the high side. That's Allison Rain in number 14. Got way up the track here by somebody. And that slowed Allison big time, as now Allison has now dropped a dead last in the field now. Was running 5th the last time by. And Cole Deaver up ahead of Allison right now, and I'm sure not pleased with his run so far here in number 3 Goodwrench Chevrolet. And yeah, you see a scrape on the side of Allison Rain's car. And so in the 3rd turn now here, Cole Deaver just up ahead of the 6th car of Austin Reed. So yeah, Deaver hoping to make his way through the field here in the 32 laps that will still be running this race here. He's running in 40th right now, make that 39th, as he's gotten past Ryan Butcher and now tries to get by the 5 car of Phil Parker. So Nathan Orman right now is your leader of the race here, number 8 in the Interstate Barriers Ford, or Interstate Barriers Toyota, excuse me. And this is the number 18 Interstate Barriers car here, battling the 16 car of Gabby Conklin. Shelton is in 3rd, Harrison Ponder in 4th, and Mike Becker right now battling for 5th position between him and Seth Cole. Benjamin Miles in this mix as well too. Dylan Poteet up to the top 10 right now, the Caterpillar Toyota, as he now tries to push his Toyota teammate and good buddy Benjamin Miles up to the field now as they go to turn number 1 now. And now here comes Ponder to the low side. He'll get past Shelton and now tries to come up to the back of the 16 car of Gabby Conklin. 43 car Mike Becker. He's now in the 4th position now, and So some great racing going on here in Atlanta, just like we saw in the Mellow Yellow Series there. Not for the lead though, but some good racing all over for other positions here as they go through turn number 1 now. And now Matt McIntyre, number 18, he gets by 88 car, I should say. He gets past Miller, now tries to get past Sanford. He's got 25 of Kyle Matthews behind him now too, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Riding with Kyle Matthews in car number 25. Kyle's won here before at Atlanta as well too. And you saw the speed, 200 miles an hour for Kyle Matthews in turn number 1. Down to 174 miles an hour in the middle of 1 and 2. And in turn number 3, 198 miles an hour and down to about 175, 74. 174 miles an hour off turn number 4. And 199 miles an hour to turn number 1 goes Matthews. Brooke Camp from the Kodiak Chevrolet. He's running 10th position right now. Up ahead of him is Matt McIntyre in 9th. Meantime, Harrison Ponderings here. That Green's saw that green dot up ahead. He's now in the lead now. So Kyle had to back up a little bit. Now Nathan Foreman stuck in the middle. Whoa, that is tight. 3 wide. Fight between Orman, Miles, and the 18th and the 88th car, Matt McIntyre. Matthews by him. Boy, that is some good racing here at Atlanta. 3 wide action. We saw quite a bit of that in the Mellow Yellow Series race as well too. So, except they were running about 186, 187 miles an hour in that race here. Here they're running. We'll see what the fastest level race so far is here. 194 miles an hour, so by Joshua Osborne in number 45. He is the fastest lap of the race so far. In fact, top 7 cars will stay over 194 miles an hour. Osborne, Brock, Mike Becker, Pote, Miller, Ponder, and James Sykes all has laps at over 194 miles an hour. They're averaging over 191.5 miles an hour right now as we watch Levi McIntyre move to the inside of Matthews now, trying to take position away. That's 8th position he's trying to take. And Sanford's right there, and here comes at number 28, Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Batson came out with a good run in the Mellow Yellow Racing Series event as well too, in his Ford Thunderbird, and now driving the Mustang here. Trying to take the Davey Allison colors up to the top spot now. And now 3 wide between Levi McIntyre, and Nathan Hudson, and throw the 70 car Daniel Bouchard, the J.D. McDuffie scheme up there too. Fitzwater's in there, the winner of the Mellow Yellow Racing Series event yesterday, and the 21 car of Quentin Moore in there too. And Quentin had to back up a little bit, now being pushed by his buddy, Trent Dunham in number 42. Quentin started this race in 3rd position right now in this race here, and he fell back just a little bit there. Quentin was clocked 17th the last time by. See where he was at this time by. Quentin this time by clocked in 17th position. Now Trent Dunham tries to take that position away. And 3 wide here too. Alex Miller caught sandwiched in between Eric Monaco and the 01 of Laura Chung. 2 car Dylan Young's in this mix well too. The 4 of William Brock, we mentioned him earlier. 8 car of Amanda Evans, who started this race in the back, and she is now trying to claw her way up to the field. Cody McGurk and 68 cars in there. 10 car of Kat Batson, and the 20 of Daytona 500 champion Rafael LeDuc in there too. Cole Bieber trying to sneak his way through there in that black number 3. There it is. He's got James Sykes and Stephen Colon behind him in the number 1 Mopar Dodge. And And Deaver that time by clocked in the 28th position, but he's going to lose that position here. Maybe 2 here as Sykes and Cologne try to get past him. JT Bryant there too in the 7 car, 30 of Roberto Crown Jr. and the 17 of Jesse Turner. Phil Parker in there. There's the rest of the field. Daniel Boyles, who started this race second, is back in 35th position. Boyles has dropped like a rock in this race. And talk about dropping like a rock here. Allison Rain was running 5th position, and Allison has now dropped to third, and actually was last, and now has dropped to 39th. And Joshua Osborne off the pace just a little bit in that 45 car. He's dropped to 41st position. So some big names back there too in the field. But meantime, it's Harrison Ponder who had a tremendous top 5 run at Rockingham. May have brought that same car to this race here at Atlanta, and I tell you, that car can adapt. And that car is if he brought it from Rockingham to Atlanta, it's really adapted well to the change of the track here, because Rockingham's a 1 mile track. This track is a little over 1.5 miles in length. And here comes Seth Cole trying to get a push from Matt McIntyre. Matt's going to go to the inside of Seth now for position. That is for 2nd place. And meantime, Kyle Matthews about to lose his spot to Jessica Shelton in car number 94. Matthews in the 25, Shelton in the 94 car. And Jess tried to stick her nose inside of Seth Cole's car. And Seth throws the buck at Matthews and squeezes in front of Matthews' car. Now Sanford tries to help his teammate Matthews out now too. The 24 and 25 cars together right now, but caught up in a high side now. And now Matthews is going to try to thread the needle up the middle, and Sanford says, "No way, Kyle." And now Keith Batson's getting into it in that 28 car now as he goes low in Charles Sanford. Dylan Poteet and Benjamin Miles both just up ahead of him. Boy, don't tune your sets away, folks, because we may be in for a pretty darn good finish here at Atlanta. Because we have got about 10 cars or so in this mix of cars here, and any of these cars can win here. And throw Daniel Bouchard now in there too in a 70 car up to position. See where Daniel's clocked in this time. He was 10th the last time by, and see he's now inside of Sanford for position. And he's still running in 10th position now in the 70 car. And here it comes to the low side. Got the draft off the 28 of Batson. As meantime, Sanford and Matthews are both high and dry, I guess you might say, too, up the high side here. Trying to find that low lane around the racetrack here, but you got that high line, low lane extended right now too, with Trent Dunham and Amanda Evans, the 42 and the 8 cars. But Matthews trying to hang tough as well too, as is Sanford. But here comes car 42, TD, Trent Dunham to the low side, and meantime battle for the lead. It's Harrison Ponder versus Jessica Shelton now going at it. Shelton pulls her 4 just ahead of Ponder's cars. They come up the 4th turn, and Matt McIntyre is going to help Jess, and Jess will take the lead on lap number 39. 38 in the books. We're down to 12 laps to go at Atlanta, and like I said, don't pencil in your winner just yet, because any of these cars can win here. And Matt McIntyre takes a look at the inside of Ponder now for 2nd place. He's got Benjamin Miles back there, Dylan Poteet, Keith Batson. Poteet, by the way, won this race last season. We're driving a Dodge, and here they're driving a Toyota this season in the 22 Caterpillar colors. And here comes Matt McIntyre. He wants 2 in a row. He won, as we mentioned, at Richmond. Well, this looks like a 190-mile-an-hour pace lap going on here at Atlanta. McIntyre has the lead here. Shelton tries to come back on the outside of the track here, and Mac gave it to McIntyre that time by just a couple of feet. And throw McIntyre now to the 1st position. Now here comes Benjamin Miles in car number 11, Keith Batson, And Trent Dunham up in the trying for the top 5 spot, now number 42. Boy, look at all these cars here. I mean, like I said, got some new players up there now. Gabby Conklin, 16 cars, trying to thread her way through the field. Orman's trying to make his way back up through, as is Levi McIntyre. Laura Chung in the 0-1 car. Matthews and Sanford still caught up in the high side. And throw Chung in there too in the 0-1 car. Fitzwater in 29. Here comes Mike Becker in the King Richard Petty 43. Up the high side he goes, and here comes Eric Monaco in 66 car to the low side, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Toyota. A nice revamp scheme in the classic Cale Yarborough colors from back in about, probably about 1990, 91, something like that range here. Except it was on a Pontiac and it was all red instead of red and black, but boy, I like to know what the interval is between the front cars in this pack here, because it is really tight. It is less than a second and a half between the first 20 cars in the field. Less than a second and a half. "44 laps in the books. It'll be 44 laps in the books this time by. We'll be down to 6 laps remaining. Benjamin Miles has the lead, and he's pulling ahead of Batson. Batson trying to get a help from Trent Dunham in the number 42 car, trying to get him back up to the position. So far, Chevrolet has won all 3 races so far this season here. In the season here, Chevrolet trying to keep the streak alive and going 4 for 4. Well, nearest Chevrolet in this bunch right there would actually be the 70 car of Daniel Bouchard. You got Harrison Ponder right now in 6th position right now, about to lose 5th position to Dylan Poteet. But so far, a Ford's not won yet, a Toyota's not won yet, and neither is a Dodge has not won yet. Could be a first for one of those cars this season here if one of them can pull it off. Right now, you got Toyota first, Ford second, and a Dodge in third. Right now, as Miles now completes the 46 lap, we're down to 4 to go. And here comes Dunham for 2nd place. And he's got it. Daniel Bouchard down the left side. And whoa, he and Batson about touch. And here comes Ponder, 33 car to the low side. And Quentin Moore says, "Hang on there, Harrison, I'll help you." And off the 4 turn they come here. Ponder to 3rd position now, tries to take 3rd position. Now Bouchard to the low side tries to help Harrison a bit. But Batson's got the high lane to work into his advantage now. Tries to get the draft off Trent Dunham's car, the 42 machine. Now what's Dunham going to do behind Benjamin Miles? Toyota in 1st, Dodge in 2nd now as they come out to number 4. It'll be coming down to 2 laps to go. Here comes Batson, number 28 to the low side. Harrison Ponder gets into it here. Bouchard is in there. Quentin Moore trying to sneak his way up there, and he's got Jessica Shelton behind him in the 94 car. Down the low side, Ponder just spoiled the party for Trent Dunham now. Here comes Batson, number 28 to the low side. Off the 4 turn to come, it'll be the white flag. 1 to go. Does Benjamin Miles hold him off 1 more lap? Ooh, Batson got a run through that 1st and 2nd turns here. Closing up a bit on that 11 car. Down the backstretch he comes. He gets a draft on the 11 car. What move is he going to make through turns 3 and 4? Batson backs up just a little bit here. They come through the 3rd and 4th turns. Is he even going to make a move off the 4th turn? He peeks to the low side. He comes inside of Benjamin Miles. Short at the line. Benjamin Miles wins the Motorcraft 500 in Atlanta. And Joe Gibbs Racing has gone 3 out of 4 to start the season off here. But Rafael Leduc has collected 2 of those wins. And Benjamin Miles has given the third win to the Joe Gibbs Racing Team, and the first win of the season for Toyota. Boy, Keith Batson, I tell you, there have been about one or two more laps. I think there have been about another lap or so. He might have had Miles coming to the finish line. That was really good racing here. But a caution-free race, average speed 189.719 miles an hour. And Benjamin Miles comes home your winner in the FedEx Freight Toyota. Keith Batson comes home second. Third will go to Trent Dunham. Fourth to Harrison Ponder. Daniel Bouchard in the 70 car finishes in fifth position. Sixth will go to Quentin Moore. Nathan Orman finishes seventh. Jessica Shelton eighth. Ninth will go to Gabby Conklin. And Levi McIntyre will finish in 10th position. A tremendous race here today at Atlanta. I tell you what, Atlanta did not disappoint at all. Margin of victory 61 thousandths of a second. Boy, that's racing here, guys. So 4 races in the books and 3 different winners so far this season here. And so I'll tell you, these cars perform well here at Atlanta. They should perform well when we go to the next stop on the tour at Darlington for the Dodge Challenger 500 for the 5th race of the season here. Give you the rest of the finishing order here. Dylan Poteet comes home in 11th position. Laura Chung with a nice 12th place. Matt McIntyre 13th. Seth Cole 14th. Amanda Evans 15th. Zachary Fitzwater 16th. 17th to Mike Becker. Cody McGurk 18th. 19th to James Sykes. Eric Monaco with a nice 20th place finish here today. William Brock 21st. Kyle Matthews 22nd. Dylan Young 23rd. Stephen Colon 24th. 25th, JT Bryant. Then Zach Winkle 26th. Pole sitter Charles Sanford 27th. Rafaela Duke 28th. 29th, Alex Miller 30th will go to Nathan Hudson. Roberto Crown Jr. 31st. Jesse Turner 32nd. Kat Betson 33rd. Cole Deaver 34th. Daniel Voiles 35th, the outside pole sitter for the event. Then Phil Parker, Caleb Fogler, Austin Reed, Ryan Butcher, Allison Rain, and Joshua Osborne was the rest of the finishers here today at Atlanta. All cars finished this race today, and all of them on the lead lap. So not often you see that happen here in this series here. So great racing. So great racing here today in the Motorcraft 500. Again, congratulations once again to Benjamin Miles, the winner of the season, his first one of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Store Cell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on the future seasons of Seth's series, and please be sure to get with him, and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being Thrash Maniac 99, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, and also channel X867539858X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. So that would do it here today at Atlanta Motor Speedway here. For now, it's James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of off-road racing and events. We'll see you for the next Castrol Cup Series event at Darlington and the next Mello Yellow Racing Series event at the Nashville Super Speedway.